church replaced Israel, you'd have to close your eyes. You'd have to set aside Jeremiah's words and pretend the prophets were wrong. You'd have to believe that God forgot his chosen people, and that his everlasting covenant had an expiration date. But his word cannot be broken. His oath still stands today. He said, as long as the sun shines and the moon gives its light, Israel will never cease from being a nation before me. The same God who called them his own still keeps his promise. The church has not replaced Israel. You'd have to silence Gabriel's voice when he told Mary, your son will sit on David's throne and reign over the house of Jacob forever. You'd have to say Ezekiel's vision was only a metaphor. The dry bones won't live again, and God's breath won't return to them. You'd have to turn the land of promise into an allegory and forget the borders God marked from the Nile to the Euphrates. You'd have to move David's throne out of Jerusalem and say the king's reign will never touch this earth. You'd have to hush the trumpet of Daniel's week and silence Revelation's seals. You'd have to cancel the 1,000 years when Messiah reigns from Zion. You'd have to take the temple stones and call them symbolic hearts, erase the priesthood, the altar, and the covenant yet to come. You'd have to blend the bride and the wife, the church and Israel, as though the covenants were one and the same. You'd have to dissolve the promises that gave Israel her name. You'd have to turn mountains into mist and prophecies into poetry. You'd have to read the plain word of God and say, it doesn't mean what it says. But his word cannot be broken. His promises are sure. The fig tree will bloom again. The shepherd will gather his flock. Blindness is only partial until the fullness of the Gentiles comes in. Then all Israel will be saved. The church has not replaced Israel. He swore by the stars to Abraham, by the land that his feet had touched, by the throne that will never end, and by the seed of Jacob. If you erase what God has spoken, you undermine all faith. For he who promised is faithful. The gifts and the calling of God are irrevocable. His word cannot be broken. His mercy endures forever. He keeps his covenant with Israel, and he will fulfill every word. From Zion his glory will shine, and the nations will know his zeal. The church has not replaced Israel. Our God is faithful and true.
Thus says Yahweh, if this fixed order departs from before me, the sun, the moon, and the stars, then Israel too will cease from being a nation before me forever. But the heavens still shine.
So